So, hi everyone. So, I'm gonna explain my code to you guys. So, yes, depende ni section by section of explain or line by line. Just it depends basta. Hindi ko na. So, let's start. So, first is we have our package. So, atong package is automatic na siya basta maka-create na tas atong new file, no? And it is also same sound sa atong name sa atong file. Which is, ang ako Desiree Amba. OOP project, right? Okay, so we have our inputs there, no? So we have import java swing, import java.out, import java.out.event, import java.sql. So Java.swing is it provides classes for GUI components. So para na siya sa mga J components like JFrame, JButton, JLabel, and everything. So, and next we have java.out. So, it includes layout managers and other UI elements. So, yes, para sa itong layout, diba, we're using grid layout and border layout sa atong code. So, yes, makita na to siya yung tataod. Think scroll na to when we're explaining the whole code. So next is the java.out.event. So it's used for event handling like button clicks. So para ni sa atong mga button, everybody, para ni sa atong button nga add, retrieve, update, and delete. So next is java.sql. So provides JDBC classes for database connectivity. So para ni sa atong database, everyone, para sa atong connection, kaya atong i-connect atong code sa database. So, next is our class declaration and fields. So, ang ato ang class, which is named Desiree Amba OOP Project, extends JFrame. Then, we have our fields and nagkonta og fields and their ID, name, position, and JText area, text output, and private connection.con. So, the class extends JFrame, making it a GUI window. So, yes, ang kaning JFrame is para ni sa, diba, inipara na to sa atong code. Mo pop up dito ang atong frame. So, mo na siya. Mo na purpose. And then, fields are defined for text inputs, the text area for output, and the connection object to handle the MySQL connections. So, ang fields is para ni sa text inputs. Tumang ni atong ang name is gipangayo ang ID, name, ang position na skilled, and then ang text area is para to sa output o sa atong i-input ba atong ID, and then the connection, ang kaning private connection.con is para ni sa ang connection object para ni sa maghandle sa ato ang database connection. So third is our constructor setting up GUI. So, mo ni siya ang tong public Desiree Amba.oop project again. And then, here it's mag-set ta sa window title, size, and layout. So, makita dito ang kanang name sa ibabaw sa frame ba. Ano yung Desiree Amba.oop project employee code. So, mo to yung name. And then, ito inset ang size. Mo na yung 600 by 400 ang atong size. And then, we have our layout, the new border layout. Tapos makita natin sa formas ato ang ay mga kuan dito, butanganan sa mga information. Push. And then we have this set default close operation, exit and close, right? So it closes the application when the window is closed. So ma-close ang app if ang window is ma-close na. So we have this. And then we have this border layout again. Ito layout organizes components into 5 regions. So, mo ni siya ang butanganan. Katawan sa forma sa ito ang frame ba. Ang nasa ibabaw ang katong para sa information. Na center ning ito ang mga buttons like katong update, add, retrieve, and delete. So, yes, mo to siya. So, the fourth is ang input panels. So, we have JPanel, ang name na to is input panel is equals to new JPanel, and then grid layout na to is 4 rows and 2 columns. So, mo ni siya. So, we have text fields for ID, name, and position input. And the area is for displaying messages and results. We have JText area para display ang atong results, ang atong input mga informations. Ana. And then, fifth is our adding labels and inputs to input panel. So, we have input panel, that add new JLabel, employee ID. So, that is for our, diba? Sa kilid na to is ang name, employee ID, ang name, ang position. So, ang tapa dito is mo dito siya. Adto dito siya i-input ang information. Like, ang ato siya, itong ID, itong name, anak. So, yes, next is we have this, the buttons. At ito ang J panel, button panel. So, we have our buttons like add, retrieve, update, and delete. So, naghimo ta para pwede ta maka-add, pwede ta maka-retrieve, pwede ta maka-delete, and what do you call that? Update. So, yun, naghimo. And then, mo na ni siya ang button panel that add mo na to nga mabutang na ang mga buttons sa frame. Mo na ni ang button panel that add. Mo na siya gi-call ang object nga na himo sa ibabaw, right? So, yes, we have this add input panel border layout north, add button panel border layout center. So, that makes the frame na to gi-position sa ug asa siya mabutang ba ana. So, input fields are at the top. So, sa ibabaw ang katong maasa ta mag-input sa ato information. And then buttons in the center. So, ang katong mga buttons sa add, retrieve, delete, and update is nasa tunga. And then the output text area is scrollable at the bottom. So, we have this add new JScroll pane, border layout south. Okay. So, next is we have this connection to database. So, kani siya is we have a method nga itong i-call para connection sa atong database, guys. So, here we have these button actions already. This is, what do you call that? So, button action listeners. So, kani siya button that add action listener is para siya assigns each button an action. So, what method to call when click. So, mo ni siya para ang ato ang buttons ba is clickable. Clickable, yes. O unsay atong dapat i-click mo toy mo iyang buhaton like mag-add ana. So, next is we have this connect database. So, we have private void connect database. So, we have try and catch methods. So, this con is equals to driver manager that get connection. We have our local host there. Ikan is atong services, diba? So, it connects to the database. It connects to our database. And if successful siya, ang mo print, ang mo pop up is connected to database successfully. And if it's not, then ang mo pop up is database connection failed. So, yes. And the next is our add employee. So, here, mo na ni ang kanina section is where we add na mag-add tag employee sa database. So, it prepares and executes a SQL insert to add a new employee to our database. So, here, right, this atong try, we have string SQL is equals insert into employees, ato ang name, position, and our values, right? So, ano siya? And if successful siya, ang mo print is employee added successfully. And then if it's not, we have this catch. We have this exception handling if na error nga mo occur. Tandang mo, ang mo pop is error adding employee. Mo to basta Okay, so we have our retrieve employees. So on hina section is ani makita ang action how do we retrieve information sa ato ang database. So here again, private void retrieve employees. So we have try and catch again. So here, if success queries the database and displays all employees in the text output area. So here, if we have this try and catch again, if successful siya, then of course ma-retrieve ang data nato nga to ang gi-retrieve. And if it's not, we have this catch or exception handling. If dili mag-handle siya if na error nga mo-occur. So mo inputan na is error retrieving employees. So kanang na ay error while retrieving information. So next is the update employee. So we have here ani nga section is kanang ani ta mag-update of course ato information. So if we have try and catch again. So if ang imong input dito is ganahan nimong tahay name ID and kanang position, imong i-update ang imong position dito, ganahan kang imong i-update. So if what do you call that, if successful siya, if successful siya, ang mo print is employee updated successfully, and if it's not, we have our else, ang mo input is no employee found with that ID. So if ang imong i-input dito is wala diha jud, so of course wala makita nga information dito and error siya. So we have catch again, exception handling if na error nga mo occur while updating information. Then we have this private void delete employee. We have try and catch again. So this section is of course mag-delete ta og information, and if it's successful, then amo print nasa ato ang try ang if and else na student. If successful ang pag-delete, of course ang mo print ang mo pop up is employee deleted successfully, and if it's not, then no employee found with that ID. And we have again the catch or exception handling if na ay error nga mo occur while deleting an information. So here sa atong last part sa ato ang code, the public static void main. So we have swing utilities that invoke later, no? So it means it's a utility method used in Swing, which is Java's GUI toolkit. So it ensures that the code inside the lambda expression, so kaning lambda expression is mo ni ang na dash and then na arrow, like makita niyo na. And then it is executed in the event dispatch thread or EDT, which is the proper thread for creating and updating GUI components. So here ang meaning sa lambda expression is mo ni siya run the following code later on the ATD. Mo ni siya basta ipa-run ang code nga call, which is here new Desiree Amba OP project. So this creates a new instance of the class. Atong class nga Desiree Amba OP project, which likely extends JFrame to nas ibabaw or another Swing component class. So mo to siya. And then we have this set visible true, so that ma-visible ang ato ang window. Ito atong frame nigparan. Okay, that's all. Thank you. That's me explaining my code. So yes, ato na i-try para lang ato ang code, no? So ayan. Sweet. Ito na iparan. So, yes mo na ato ang result, no? So, na mag-enter na ta sa ato ang employee ID. Mag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lang ta. And then sa ato name is my name, Desiree Amba. And then, ang position na to is assistant manager ko, no? Lang kay. Di patahanas. Then, itong i-add. So, employee added successfully. So, let's check sa ato ang kuan. Then, to refresh. Right. That's nara ka to information. So, next is mag-utro ta. Ato na po ni siyang retrieve. Look at this. Mag-retrieve ta sa itong information. I know, not retrieve, update. Update. So, same gihapon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, ang name na nato ani is, nag-una na ang atong surname. Amba Desiree. And then, same position again, assistant manager. And let's see na lang o kung siya ito ang ano sa database. Oh, right. Na-update na siya, nauna na akong surname. So, next is mag-delete na task atong information. Atong i-try delete. Let's wait. Enter na naman. Tapos itong position. Mag-delete, mag-retrieve. Mag-delete pa. Yun. Deleted na nga to information sa atong database. It is. So, ani, mag-retrieve na ta. Lastly. So that it's guys. Madam ko to. Wow, nag-retrieve. Gosh. Thank you.